Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Short Pit in NASCAR podcast. I'm your host, Caleb Chesney. Alongside me, as usual, my co-host, Chris Prince. Chris, how are you?
I'm doing all right, sir. As all right as I can be.
Yep, dealing with allergies, so my voice is fucked. But we'll make it happen. Coming out of
Concrete.
Watkins, Glen, SVG is your winner in the Cup Series. Belt to ass. Who saw that coming? Uh, we'll talk about that. We'll do some halfway season awards stuff, whatever.
Recap,
Because
maybe.
because it's the All-Star race in Dover. Uh, yeah,
I mean,
and we'll go from there. But
it's about all we can do.
yeah, about all we can do. But
Uh,
yeah, it was a fun weekend at the Glen. I thought truck race was cool because you got a first-time winner, Caden Honeycutt, doing it against some of the best of the best. O'Reilly race was awesome with that finish between Jesse Love and Connor Zilic. And yeah, obviously the cup race was less than spectacular, but yeah, what was your thoughts on the weekend?
I mean, same thing. I mean, truck race was pretty cool seeing the first time winner. Honeycutt's been pretty close a few times, and he's in a good truck, so I knew it was coming. Um, Same thing with you on the O'Reilly race. I thought that battle between Zilich and Love was really good. But yeah, I mean, the cup race was less than spectacular, especially from, even my point of view. Um, if you like road courses, it was a good race. That's probably the best way I can put it. If you don't like road courses and you're not a big fan of them, it was extremely boring because it was a whole lot of stage flipping and pit strategy to get track position and things like that, which you saw obviously, and that's what helped give us the show of SVG driving back through the field and cutting 29 seconds off his freaking lead based or off the lead basically to win the race. So if you liked it, if you like road racing, it was a good race. If you don't, then I can understand why you probably voted no in the poll with Jeff Gluck. So
It was kind of cool to see SVG make up all that time at the end, but other than that, I mean, not awesome.
it's it's kind of getting. I mean, we'll talk about it in a minute because I asked. There's a question on there, but it's getting kind of old. I think is the argument in a sense.
It's getting kind of old. What's getting kind of old, like specifically?
SVG whooping everybody's ass.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just weird. Like, what is he doing that nobody else is at yet?
Juniors, I think, said it best. He said the way, and we've seen it on TV broadcasts. Junior's big to talk about the way that the road racers use the clutch to balance out the car, and the
Yeah.
way he relayed it to us non-drivers was he said when you go into the corners at the road course, when you downshift, he said the rear tires will start to bounce. And that's when you see a lot of the spin outs. He was like, but SVG in the supercars, he's learned to work the clutch to keep the wheels from bouncing, which allows him to carry more speed through the corners and things like that. So, I mean, what he does in a car is something that NASCAR drivers are not used to doing because of where he came from with his driving career. I mean, you can watch, but obviously he's been doing it for a few years now and nobody can imitate it. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Zilich looked decent, but even then you could tell his inexperience in that car came back to bite him because he was smoking the tire every time he went through the curves chasing SVG.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I mean, it was kind of weird to see Zilish do all that to get to Gibbs and then just sputter out.
Yeah, just sputtered out like you thought, oh, here we go, breakthrough for Connor Zilich, and then nothing, gone.
And it didn't look like he had enough gas to really do it anyway.
True.
The saving he was going to have to do. But yeah, just a tough cup race besides that at the end. We're watching SVG cut through the field. That was kind of cool. But
Yeah, that was
yeah,
about it.
the at race experience. Friday and Saturday were fine. The parking lot was a mud pit, straight up.
Yeah.
an absolute mud pit. And the car got stuck on Sunday.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Sure, tow
We
truck
had to.
drivers when they
It was
can't keep
parked
them.
crooked. We went in because we couldn't get it out. It was out of the way enough, and then we came back, and the car was still stuck. We had to push it out, and my shoes got destroyed.
Ugh.
A tequila bottle popped in the trunk because it got so hot in the car that the cork just blew.
Wow.
Yeah.
It
And
was a
obviously,
hell of
I got this allergies thing.
yeah. I mean, and it didn't. Now we're gonna potentially get it in the chase next year.
Which is where it should have been.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say Denny Hamlin doesn't know what he's talking about, but sure, the crowd showed up. But it was a mess for a lot of people.
Did you hear what Denny said about it moving back into the chase by chance?
Yeah, I did. That's kind of what I was getting at.
Okay.
I know that he said that Hendrick Motorsports really pushed for it. I mean, he didn't
Yeah.
name drop them, but the context of what he said kind of leads me to believe that he did kind of
Throw some people under the bus that we tend to support here, you know.
So,
but I mean, I'm with you. It should have been in the chase. Like, I've never been like. Let me first off throw that out there. You were, more in tune to the weather in that area of the country, but
it was cold and rainy, except for Sunday. Sunday was a nice day, but the parking lot was obviously a mess.
Yeah, it seemed. I mean, just from my aspect, like I feel like this has probably been in the works, right? I don't think they're just going to drop news like this as saving face, because of the weekend. But I mean, it does seem kind of like that. The timing of when they dropped it, at least, because of how things looked, with the weather and things like that. So I mean, I think it'll be better in the chase. I don't think that it's going to hurt it in any way. In my opinion, it's better than the Roval. So, kind of my thoughts on that. I mean, let's see what happens. I mean, we had it in the playoffs. It wasn't that big of a deal. You got to see non-playoff drivers win. So,
yeah, for sure. So, yeah, that's kind of where what happened there at the Glen. So.
Well, let's ask. I'm going to ask you the question then, since it's the last thing. Jordan and Jeff talked about it. Is SVG the best road racer in NASCAR we've ever seen?
Yeah.
How do you argue?
Yeah, it's everybody like you and me would want to say Jeff Gordon, or Tony Stewart, somebody of that ilk. But back in that day, there was only like 2 or 3 road courses, and only Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart really took them seriously. This is a place where everybody's kind of like, I don't want to say like everybody's good at road courses, but like the floor is so much higher than it used to be.
Yeah.
For road course drivers.
I agree.
And SVG is just putting belt on all of them because of where he came up.
No.
So I think SVG is probably the best road course racer. And he's certainly trying to make up for what he's losing on ovals. I don't know if he'll ever be like a super threat to win at any oval, like one of the top drivers ever. But no, I think he's bar none the best road course racer of all time.
I could agree with you on that. I even looked up like stats and percentages. Like Gordon is, I think 8 for 37, roughly 21% average win percentage when he's been to road courses. And then Stewart was even better than him. Tony was basically, no, my bad. Yeah. Stewart was 8 for 37 with a 21% finish, and then 21% win average. And then Gordon was 9 for 47, roughly, is what my stats showed me. So, I mean, even if you want to look at the win percentage, I'm sure SVG is way ahead of that based off of, just what I know. He's been with us, 2 years now, road racing? Because he won it in 3 years. 23, wasn't it?
23 was his
Debut.
first
Yeah.
was the Chicago Street Course. Yeah.
Yeah. So his debut. So he's been with us, about 3 years now. And I can only tell you 2, 3 road courses he's not won. 4, maybe, the Roval.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, that's not a conventional road course, in my opinion. So,
No, not at all. So
I think he's going to break the record. There's no doubt about that this season.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I can't see him not doing it.
He breaks the record. He's still the best. He's the best. I mean, and you can't take that from him, in my opinion. You hold the record for most road course wins. That obviously makes you the best road course
in such
racer.
a short time.
Yeah, in such a short time.
So, and I'm just scrolling through trying to set up for our
You're good.
For our pick segment. Like you can see me going back and forth trying to get the.
You're good. No, I was.
wheels set up.
I looked though while we're just sitting here talking about it. Let's discuss something that you brought up before we get to our weekly awards. Well, not really. You brought up, what in the world would they be thinking to put Corey Day in the 48 car?
Yeah. That was obviously a story from DBC. Kurt Busch said it was a dumb idea. I think he's on that podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and you like Corey Day as much as the next guy.
Yeah.
No problems with Corey Day on this podcast.
No.
But yeah, no, he's not ready. He's not ready for a cup ride. I know that Jeff Gordon went on Stacking Pennies, I think, and he asked Kyle Larson how to best develop Corey Day, and Larson just throw him in cup and see what happens. Obviously, that worked for Larson back in the day with Chip Ganassi.
Yeah,
but
it was a. I mean,
Larson's a generational talent. Corey Day is just a guy that we think is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, he has potential, tons of it. He showed the potential, but I don't know. I've said it the last time we talked about this. You don't want to throw a kid in a car that can be competitive and it not be competitive.
True.
And I think that the 48 can be competitive, especially with Alex. I mean, I see the point of wanting to develop a kid like Corey, kind of like they did with Ty Gibbs, right? They just Rowdy left Joe Gibbs. Let's just throw Ty into the mix. Let him go ahead and start building up his confidence and his experience. And you see, it still took him a couple years to break through and get the wins. So, I mean, you can be competitive, but I think Corey wants to be a winner because that's what he's used to doing. So I think he's probably okay with hanging out a little bit in the O'Reilly series and getting his feet under him stock car wise a little more. But I like Kurt Busch's opinion on it. I think it's dumb. You don't throw a kid like that without him being ready into that sport.
Yeah. I mean, if you really wanted to throw him out into the deep end, fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it on a full-time basis.
No. Corey Haim top schedule. Right. I mean, like, bring him in.
Bring back the 25 for a spot of races, like whatever.
Yeah. I like that idea. I wouldn't be against that. That's, like I said, it's kind of Corey Haim, I think, has way more potential right now anyway, just based off what we've seen. So I think that is maybe a different talent gap, but I think that line of progression would work for Corey Day anyway, because then it's going to give him that chance to get his feet wet with the talent that's in the Cup Series, but also still develop full-time in the O'Reilly Series.
So I'm going to flip this. I'm going to do the weekly happenings.
Okay.
First, and then weekly awards, just because we were on it, and I consider that a weekly storyline, not really a race review. So Catherine Legg is going to attempt to do the Indy 500 and the Coke 600 combination. That's cool. Catherine Legg isn't like an embarrassment to the sport by any means. Like, she's not fast. She's going to be the last car in the field, but she's not Natalie Decker bad.
There you go.
I was face first with the Natalie Decker badness. Natalie Decker, by the way, racing at Charlotte or Dover. I forget which one. Her and Frankie Muniz are
Oh yeah, Charlotte.
It's in Charlotte. Okay.
Yeah, Charlotte. Yeah, Ugh.
But what's it say about Kyle Larson if Catherine Legg finishes the Indy 500 and finishes the Cook 600?
I mean, it doesn't say anything good, but I mean, you're gonna hear the Larson people nitpick it, right? Like, oh, the weather, and oh, his
Oh,
innings.
dude, they got heated on Twitter when it came out that Catherine Legg was doing this.
Oh, I know. I saw. I mean, I think it's gonna be one of those things where if she does it successfully, then yeah, it's gonna be shit talked to no end that Larson couldn't do it. The best driver, in our sport couldn't do it, but I hope she does it and she finishes. Let's just put it to you that way. I don't think she's going to be competitive. I mean, cool. Like you said, she's not Natalie Decker bad. She's not some of the other women that have tried in NASCAR and have been pathetic, bad anyway, or bad eyes on the sport. Like she's quiet. She just races for the most part. Like my opinion is skewed because she ruined Casey Kane's return on Catherine Legg, but that's how it goes. I'd love to see her just finish because it'd be good for women in motorsports as long as she doesn't make an ass of herself in both races, which
she doesn't really do.
No, I mean, unless she gets caught up in some stuff of not of her doing for the most part in that BJ McLeod machine, she's been, out of the way and pretty irrelevant for the most part. So, I mean, if she wants to race in NASCAR and race, that's probably the best way to do it. And then if you want to go back, she has IndyCar experience. So, I mean, I wouldn't see her doing bad, but I don't know enough about IndyCar to really, dip my toes into that. So I think it'll be cool if she can do it. If not, I'm not going to be terribly surprised. We'll put it to you like that.
Yeah. And I'm not going to ding Larson for the first one because obviously that was rain and all that nonsense.
Yeah.
The second one was terrible.
It was horrible. Yeah.
I don't know why they wanted to put together a documentary of that.
Yeah, no, the first one would have been better because he had a decent run going until he sped on pit road. But yeah, no.
I think he still finished like in the top 20.
Yeah, he was like 17th or 18th, if I remember correctly, in that first one. So, I mean, it's Indy. It's been done before. Stewart's done it. Kurt Busch did it. I mean, we saw Larson attempt to do it. So, I mean, it's not unheard of. But I think what got me is I'd like to see, which it was mentioned maybe on Stacking Pennies. I'd like to see, and I could be wrong. No, it was on the Morning Drive, a crossover. I want to see an IndyCar driver come over to NASCAR and do the Coke 600. It was because Blaney was on there, and they asked Blaney, like, hey, would you re-signing with Penske? Is there anything?
Are you sure that wasn't Dale Jr. download?
No, this one was actually
because Blaney was on the download too.
So you may have got asked then there too, because that's ironic. I hadn't watched the junior download this week, but he was asked about it, and he was like, I didn't really think about adding anything into my contract, but I would really like to see one of those IndyCar guys come over and race with us. And if you're going to do NASCAR over there, why not try to bring an IndyCar driver over? Let's merge the markets a little bit. Maybe make some fans come over and see what we do. I mean, it worked.
Maybe bring back Helio Castroneves and let him do the Coke 600 instead of the Daytona 500.
Yeah, there you go. Why not? I mean, just something along those lines would be cool.
The Jordan Bianchi dropped that NASCAR is close to return for Chicago for the street course. I'm not against the street course.
No,
I wasn't when SVG won it. I wasn't when Bowman won it, obviously.
Yeah.
It was just one of I think it was just in a moment of way too many road course races. But if that means that we can't go back to the Chicagoland, terrible idea.
Horrible idea. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I know San Diego, you've been hearing that it was only a 1-year contract, things like that. Why not work out something for a different city? Like, why not move this? Like, I know it's not that easy, right? This is a big undertaking, but don't take away Chicagoland after we just got it back and not even seen the race yet and what these next-gen cars can do on a track like that. I hope that's not the case. Maybe they'll just split it up, but with everything else going the way it is, I don't think it's a great idea to take that back. Just because
I saw a tweet that said NASCAR fans don't understand that they can do both Chicago Street and the Chicagoland. Carson Hocevar replied on the tweet. They said fans are right that they're not going to. I'm just like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't me either. like you go two places, you have two races at Kansas, which I'm not saying Chicagoland's going to be Kansas, but to say like you couldn't go to the same area twice, like is kind of crazy to me, especially if those cars go out and put on a hell of a show at Chicagoland later this year, which they probably will. It's just going to look worse. I mean, it's going to give the street course probably a little more negative amongst NASCAR fans in that aspect because you're taking
More than it
Chicagoland.
already had.
Yeah, exactly. They're not too thrilled a lot of them aren't too thrilled with street racing in the sport as it is. I think me and you have a different look at it because we're younger fans. I think that it's a good thing to have it in the sport at least one a year because it exposes us to that type of racing. But yeah, no, don't take away Chicagoland after I just got it back. I enjoy Chicagoland. I enjoyed it before they took it away because that seemed to be the one like mile and a half track they put on good races in that last generation of cars. But yeah, I mean, okay, if not, okay if they do, I guess is how I look at it.
And I won't spend too long on this. Shout out to Ryan Blaney on his new contract extension.
Yep. Good for Ryan.
We knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
And apparently that rumor that he was a free agent after this year was false. So, yeah, another 48 suitor off the board.
Take them all off the table.
Except for Corday, obviously.
Yeah.
And maybe Justin Haley.
He's going to leave the truck. Come back.
Let's do the weekly awards. Who's your driver of the week this week?
I'm going to give it to John Hunter Nemechek. Honorable mention to the Dinger for a top 10. He hadn't been in, I like it, though. John Hunter Nemechek, after all the crap with Kyle Busch at Texas, just came in and had him a good day.
Yeah, and finished what?
10th.
Only 2 spots behind Rowdy.
Yeah, so 10th because Rowdy finished 8th.
Yep, and he was in the top 5 until he gave away 3 spots at the end.
Yeah. It seems on par for Rowdy lately.
I'll give it to Cindric. He finished 9th, but he also got stage points to stage 1, stage 2.
It's a good day for him.
Yeah, for sure. And my terrorist of the week goes to the Hendrick engine department for missing it bad this week. Except for Michael McDowell.
Yeah, except for Michael McDowell. It was horrible for that engine shop. I'm giving it to SVG for a different reason. Like, come on, dude. You terrorized the whole field to win that race. Yeah. Like, you didn't just terrorize the top 10 by, leading the whole race. You literally were in, 23rd, 26th, roughly, I think, when he came back out of pit road. And he terrorized the whole field to win that race. So we're going to give SVG the terrorist of the week this week.
But yeah, Larson finished 23rd, Elliott 24th, Bowman 25th, and Byron 36th, but he had an accident.
Yeah, and he was the only one that even looked fast before that. And
he wasn't even fast. He was just competitive.
Yeah, I was going to say not even
Hendrick, nowhere to be found the entire race.
Yeah.
Ghost.
And
they were slow in practice too.
Yeah. Practice qualifying, once I saw them qualify poorly, I was like, what in the world? And then the race didn't get any better. I thought maybe they had put race trim on the qualifying car, but obviously they just didn't bring a car to the track. They brought tractors to the track, it seemed like.
Yeah, so not great for Hendrick Motorsports this week.
Nope.
Which will lead us right to kind of our halfway point, talking points. Let's get right into those. And the wheel is set up, by the way, to the best of my ability. If there's crossover, whatever, we'll deal with it. But yeah, so you went ahead and looked at our preseason stuff, and we'll just take a look at how things stand.
Sounds good.
Most 2026 wins. I had Kyle Larson with 5, and you had Briscoe with 6. Neither of these guys have won a race yet.
Yeah.
Have either of them come close?
I think Briscoe might have got a third a couple weeks ago. So, I mean, yeah, no, I don't. There's still time. I mean, Larson could go on a run, but
Larson has 3 top 5s on the year, 500 laps led. His top 5s are at Phoenix, Bristol, and Kansas. Kansas, he finished 2nd.
There you go. So he's possibly been closer.
And then what you said, Briscoe?
Yeah.
Briscoe this year has 4 top 5s. A second at Atlanta, a third at Kansas, and a 5th at Bristol, and a 4th at Watkins Glen.
So he's been there. He just hasn't broke through. Well, I mean, would be the best way. I don't know that he's going to hit 5 before the season ends now since he started so late.
Well, you said 6.
Or 6. Yeah, he's definitely not hitting 6, I don't think, unless he just goes on a magical run in the chase. But
something's off with the 5.
bad. Like the winless for over a year now, that's unheard of with Kyle Larson, at least in this car.
Like, who would have thought Chase Elliott would be the win getter in Hendrick by May 14th?
I'm a Chase Elliott fan, and I didn't think he'd have 2 wins by this point. So, I mean, maybe 1. I would have been
He's
happy.
the only one that looks competitive week in, week out.
Yeah, I mean, and it kind of reflects it in the points too, right? Like he's there, which I mean, we all knew, even non-Chase fans knew that's what Chase Elliott does. He's consistent. He will ho-hum his way to a top 10, top 15 sometimes, but he's there. But yeah, I mean,
he didn't even bother ho-humming at the Glen.
Nah, he just at least he didn't run out of gas, I guess. So that's the best way to look at it. But yeah, I don't know. It kind of made me wonder though when Denny said that, like, oh, let's throw Mr. H and Hendrick Motorsports without name dropping wanted a road course in the chase. Like, I can see why that might be a little bit of a laughing point after the way they performed this weekend, because it was pretty pathetic.
Yeah,
No way to put it.
Breakout driver. We both said Carson Hocevar. I think that's lived up to the expectation. Got his first win at Talladega.
Yeah.
Obviously has become kind of this fan favorite.
Yeah.
He's definitely been, like, I don't want to say the driver of the year.
Yeah.
I think that's a little premature, but certainly breakout.
Oh yeah. I think we're right on par with that one. He's been the one that's probably broke out the most just because of like
to the point where we're talking about maybe he takes Chase Elliott's most popular driver title.
Yeah, like we've talked about that before. I actually had a conversation with my dad about that where you probably saw it. Junior got into an argument on Twitter with the guy. Yeah, like cool. I don't know that it's going to happen, but I think Hocevar would be a very good loud martyr for this sport, whereas Chase is not the loud martyr. I don't know that he's going to do that, because NASCAR fans are a little different in that aspect of things, but I think Carson Hocevar is definitely still the breakout driver. Unless Ty Gibbs goes and wins like 4 races somehow out of nowhere.
Disappointment of the year. I said Denny Hamlin. You said Connor Zilic. I don't think Denny's been disappointing by any means. No. He got 2 wins already, hasn't he?
Yep.
And I said that was all he was going to get.
Yeah.
Denny looks competitive. I think he's going to get a 3rd at this point. So I'm not going to stand by that in May. I apologize. I did not think Denny was going to be ready to go coming out of the gates, and he certainly has been ready to go coming out of the gates.
Yeah. He has been. Surprisingly, I've been kind of taken surprised by that too. So.
And you say Connor Zilic.
Yeah, I'm standing by that. I'm sorry. Like, I hate it to beat on the kid, but
Watkins Glen was a really good run for him.
Yeah, he had a really good run at Watkins Glen, but that team has been wholly competitive everywhere else. There just hasn't been much speed for any of those cars, really, besides road courses. So yeah, I'm sorry, Connor, but if you're watching, I'm standing by that right now. Hopefully you prove me wrong the second half of the season.
Terrorist of the year. I said it was going to be Ty Gibbs. He's won at Bristol.
Yeah.
He hasn't been a dumbass this year. So I don't think that's going to be true. And you said Austin Hill. And has there been any Austin Hill moments in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series this year yet?
Not that I've recalled. I mean, not to say they can't still come and him still win that award, but no, not yet that I really remember.
You still want to stand by it? You think by the end of the year he's going to have a couple that really?
Yeah, I think I might. I'm going to stand by it right now. I think I have to at this point because the only
of the year so far, I think, is Kyle Busch.
Yeah, Kyle Busch would be the other one. Maybe even Toyota as a whole for how they suck at drafting tracks. But
and Vertigo might be the terrorist of the year.
Vertigo. Vertigo is the terrorist of the year.
For first-time winners, I said Ryan Preece would win at Spring Martinsville. Obviously, that didn't happen. Did he come close?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't think. He was close to
Ryan
Darlington.
Preece, 2026. He was 12th, so no.
No,
And you said Gragson at Summer Daytona,
that
which I
still
don't
can
think the
happen.
world's ready for a Noah Gragson winning Cup.
Nobody's ready for that. Nobody's. You think Carson Hostbars was bad?
But
I think
obviously, we had two. We had Hostvar at Talladega, and we had Ty Gibbs at Bristol.
Yeah, so we both missed on those so far, but I think we could still see Ryan Preece win. I think you could. I don't know about Noah.
Yeah,
Gragson.
Richmond.
Yeah, Richmond for sure.
All Martinsville.
Yeah,
And anybody can win those plate races.
yeah. I mean, Gragson would be cool to see. I think he'd be. It's kind of like a Hocevar win. It'd be cool for like the fans to see because he's a big.
He's gonna
fan.
go freaking nuts.
Yeah, he's a big fan guy. He used to take the beers from the fans when he was in the O'Reilly series after he'd win and shotgun them out on the track. So I mean, like he's a cool personality. I hope to see him win at least once because I like seeing him win in the O'Reilly series.
And our 2026 Final Four and champion. My Final Four was Elliott, Larson, Logano, and Briscoe, with Logano taking the win. Logano's 18th in points or something like that.
Yeah.
Larson has not been super duper competitive. I think he's in the chase, but
yeah.
And then Briscoe has been super duper competitive. Elliott has been really good. So I'm not going to stand by that Final Four at all. I don't feel like remaking it right now, but yeah, I'm not standing by that Final Four or champion pick at all. You, on the other hand, Elliott, Blaney, Bell, and Reddick.
Okay, I'm
Shout out to Reddick.
Yeah, feeling pretty good there.
Bell's been competitive. Blaney's been competitive. Elliott obviously has been competitive. And your championship pick was Bell.
I don't know. I mean, I like my Final Four. Probably not so sure on that Bell pick right now. I think you lean more towards an Elliott or a Reddick just based off of to the season's point right now. But I'm okay with it. I think I'll stand by it. I think C-Bell can come on strong. He hasn't really been winning like we've seen, so we don't have to wait on that, lull of wins to come like we did last year. I think he's got some in his pocket that are going to come, so I think it could still be possible.
Yeah, no. So that's kind of our review on our preseason awards halfway through.
We're not doing too bad, I guess, depending on who you ask.
No, it wasn't horrible. I think you did better than me. All right.
Only because my first time winner can still happen because Summer Daytona's not happened yet.
Yeah, I know. Spring Martinsville has come and gone.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do our lower series talk.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're in Dover this weekend. The truck race is on Friday at 5 on FS1. The O'Reilly race is on Saturday at 4 on the CW. Obviously, Dover's not allowed to have lights because of the noise ordinance. So picking 5 and 4 is an interesting way to go about it.
That was my thought.
Yeah, like I said, the lower series races at Glen were cool. I'm not sure what I'm expecting from them at Dover. Like, are they racing for $1 million too? Like,
no, I'm pretty sure it's just a points race for them.
Oh,
yeah, just a points race. Cool. Should be a good race.
It should be a points race for the Cup Series too, but maybe add $1 million at the end. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think you could do both.
I would like that in this instance because I don't think our race, the Cup race, is going to be near as good as the other races are, just because it's a gimmick-filled race because it's the All-Star race. We've heard Denny and Junior, and I've seen multiple other people say that Dover is just going to take some time to give us a good race. So I don't know what they're going to do. I know I've seen something about resin being put down on the track.
And a lot of guys have said like that opens up a lot of lanes on the track.
So maybe there's still hope. I think the O'Reilly race is going to put out, though. We've said it 100 times. This is a good series. The race product is pretty solid every week in and week out. And Dover's a fun track to watch races. So I'm not, like overly upset to have to watch a Raleigh race at Dover.
Yeah. So let's talk about the All-Star race format. I'll just read from the article that you linked from NASCAR.com. In addition to the change of venue, Dover, the 2026 All-Star Race format itself will have a different flavor, starting with a larger emphasis on Saturday's qualifying. Competitors will take the green flag and run one full lap of speed around the 1 mile circuit. The second lap will feature the Mechanics Wear Pit Crew Challenge, where each pit crew will perform a single 4-tire stop with no gas. Competitors will then race back to the start-finish line with qualifying encompassing the total time from green flag to checkered. The pit crew with the fastest pit stop and no penalties will win the pit crew challenge, with the results determining pit selection order for the All-Star race. In place of an All-Star Open, qualifying results will instead determine the full field for Segment 1, a 75-lap sprint. Following the conclusion of Segment 1, a second 75-lap dash will occur. The lineup of Segment 2 will be an inversion of Segment 1's top 26. So they're flipping the qualifying order and starting from that in Stage 2, to my understanding.
Yeah, that's the way I understand it too.
What's the point of racing in Stage 1? Besides finishing in the top 26?
I mean,
so the back markers are going to fight real hard?
Yeah, I mean, no. I don't think so at all. I think you took my point. Like, what's the point in racing? Like, at that point, like, you know that it's going to invert. You're going to have to do all that work if you're up there in the front. Like, be a mid-tier team, maybe lower end of it, and you're going to benefit with track position. It doesn't make much sense.
So is Bowman going to, purposely tank qualifying?
I mean, he very well could at this point. I don't know. This All-Star race, I'm going to be honest, I like the All-Star Open better because I got to see moments like Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott door slam each other for, an All-Star position because Chase hadn't won yet, and neither had Larson. I've gotten to see countless moments in the All-Star Open races where guys were they put it all on the line to go race in the All-Star race. So, immediately when they took that out, I was like, oh, okay, here we go, something else. But then they mentioned the fact that they're going to invert it. It doesn't make much sense to me. It's also their point in the season where they can try gimmicks like this and see how they work. So, I mean, I guess I get it to an extent.
And obviously, the final 200-lap segment will consist of 26 drivers. The field for the final segment will include 25 and 26 Cup race winners, and former champions, and a fan vote winner. Remaining drivers based on the lowest combined finishing positions among segments 1 and 2. The guys who are locked in so far: Bell, Barry, Blaney, Briscoe, Bush, Byron, Chastain, Cindric, Dillon, Austin, Chase Elliott, Ty Gibbs, SVG, Denny Hamlin, Carson Hocevar, Brad Keselowski, Kyle Larson, Joey Logano, Tyler Reddick, and Bubba Wallace. I believe the top 5 of the fan vote is Bowman, Busher, Preece, Gragson, and there's one more, maybe Allmendinger.
It wouldn't be surprising. I mean, if Dinger's bringing up the 5th spot in that at any point, I mean,
I forgot who the last one was, but yeah. So that's kind of your fan vote. Gragson won the fan vote last year. I would expect him to win it this year.
Probably. He campaigns hard, so
people are trying to put overtime in getting Bowman the fan vote. I know that he's a guy who wants to race his way in.
Yeah.
Busher said the same thing. But yeah, we'll kind of see how that goes. I like Dover.
I like Dover.
I don't like Dover as a.
I like Dover.
I don't like Dover as an all-star race location, no. And I think that people are going to be pissed at Dover.
Yeah.
When it's not the track's fault that it got here in the first place. But yeah.
Don't take the all-star race out of Charlotte. That was dumb, in my opinion. But
do we have anything on DraftKings that we can
run through real quick?
Yeah, with our limited time because I fell back asleep.
It happens. Probably. I don't know. Maybe. I've never checked for the all-star race betting loss. Surprisingly.
Yeah, we got groups and matchups.
Well, we can run through those pretty quick.
Group A: Denny, Larson, Elliott, Blaney.
Give me Blaney. I don't know why. I'm just going to go off the top of my head there.
I'm going to go Elliott.
I like it.
Group B: Bell, Bowman, Gibbs, Reddick.
Ooh, I mean, Alex is good at Dover, but
He's not a lock.
yeah, not a lock. Give me Bell. I mean, maybe I would probably go Reddick, actually. Give me Reddick over Bell.
Yeah, Reddick at those odds at plus 330. Like,
Yeah.
Group C, Byron, Briscoe, Logano, Hocevar.
Ooh.
I'll go Joey just because like it's the season where like he'll be good in the All-Star race, but he hasn't done anything otherwise.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Chase Briscoe. This is the one he needs to kick off the second half of the season.
Group D, Busher, Chastain, Kyle Busch, Keselowski.
I'm gonna take Busher.
Still got to race his way in.
Yeah, still got to race his way in, but I think I'm gonna take him.
If you do Elliott, Reddick, Briscoe, Busher, and just like split our two, you put down $100 and it hits, you win 17 grand.
Okay.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Matchups: Reddick versus Byron. Reddick.
Reddick. Yeah.
Bowman versus Gibbs.
Give me Gibbs just because I always ran.
And he's locked in.
Yeah, and he's locked in. So
Blaney versus Bell.
I'm gonna take Blaney.
Larson versus Elliott. I'm taking Elliott.
Yeah, I am too. Not just because of the homer, but Larson's, like we said earlier, something's up with the 5 team.
Put $100 down, you win $1,000 if you do Reddick, Gibbs, Blaney, and Elliott.
It's not terrible.
If Bowman was locked in, I'd take him over Gibbs, but
yeah, I think that's the biggest hindrance there is the fact that he's not locked in. If he was locked in, I probably would have went Alex there.
no fun props there. So we're gonna move on.
I'm good with that.
Obviously, we've introduced a new way to pick for the All-Star race, and this is going to count. So I put the drivers that we haven't picked yet on 2 wheels, and whoever lands on the wheel is who we're going to ride with for this All-Star weekend, regardless if they're locked in or not. Like if we get SVG here, that it is what it is. We're not
it is what it is.
Which is maybe for the best because we're both sitting on it.
Yeah, probably.
If we have to use Cody Ware, we have to use Cody Ware. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Although BR did spin last night and he got Cody Ware. So maybe we should play along with him and take Cody Ware off our wheels.
Thanks, BR, for the save there, bud.
Yes. So that's what we'll do. And I will share my screen so we can see the wheel of fortune.
Let's make sure it works this time, unlike last week.
Yep. I gotta make sure I put it on the screen.
All right.
Here we go. So the wheel on the left is mine. The wheel on the left is or on the right is yours. So we'll do mine first.
All right.
Who do I ride with at Dover? Damn it! I was saving it for Richmond. Austin Dillon off the board for me. He's locked into the race.
Yeah.
And I haven't used him yet, just double checking. So, yep, Austin Dillon. Damn shame. You really hate to see it.
That's my summer Daytona pick if Gregson gets taken today. I'm telling you.
Well, no, you already used Austin Dillon.
That's right, I did, didn't I?
You used him at Texas.
Oh, that's right. He's decent there, so I probably went off his stats. Let's see who I get now.
You have a lot of good guys on the board still. You still have all 4 Hendrick guys. You have like 3, or you have half of Gibbs.
Yep.
Have you used Ty Gibbs yet?
Yes, I did use Ty Gibbs. I thought.
Yes, at Coda.
Yeah, Coda.
All right, so who are you rocking with at Dover? No. Okay.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I mean,
wait, you haven't used Eric Jones yet?
Surprisingly, no. I debated on it last week.
No, you didn't use him at Darlington? Nope, you used Briscoe.
Yeah, I used Briscoe. He was the JGR driver I used.
All right, I thought you used Eric Jones already. Huh.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, there you go.
I thought we were about to run with the Dillon brothers.
The Dillon brothers. That would have been fun. I'll take it though. Austin Dillon and Eric Jones. So
that's our picks this week.
You're locked in, so chances are you're probably going to beat me if Eric Jones doesn't qualify. But
But watch Cody Ware put belt to ass on both of us.
That would be our luck this week for sure, since it's a wheel spin.
Yeah, I thought that was a fun little addition.
I like it. Good way for the All-Star race.
Yeah. And yeah, let's hit our outro. Anything to say to the fine people at home?
Nope. No, other than like, follow, subscribe on all of our platforms. I mean,
It's
awesome.
true. Like, subscribe, follow TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah, make sure you listen to us bunch of clowns, because that's what we've been called on TikTok this week.
What for? What?
Your take on Reddick for your driver of the if we had one driver to pick to build the team. You didn't even pick Reddick, but you said it.
I just threw him out there.
Yeah, you threw him out there, and the guy was like, "These guys are clowns." I was like, "Yeah." So we're clowns.
Was it Kyle Busch fan 69? Like,
I have no idea. I told him, I responded back and was like, "Clowns that you just happen to listen to." So he never responded, but yeah, follow us and get in on all that, because
for sure.
It's always fun.
Yeah, we'll see you all next week after Dover and previewing the Cook 600.
Yeah, woo, and prom.
Thank you.